Hey everybody, my name is RC Concepcion. I'm a photographer, educator, and the author of The Enthusiast Guide to Lightroom, 55 Photographic Principles You Need to Know. This series is designed to give you tips and techniques that are going to make your work better and make you work faster inside of Lightroom. In an earlier video, we talked about the concept of the collection and how collection and collection sets can work best for you. But there is another type of collection that I think is absolutely essential in working with your workflow. That is the Smart Collection. I wanted to show you a little bit about what the Smart Collection does and how to be able to use it to your advantage. Now, under the collection section here, we've set up a whole bunch of collections and collection sets, but if you twirl into Smart Collections, there are some other things that we have here set up. How do we construct those? Well, if you click on the plus sign, you can go and select Smart Collection from the list. And what a Smart Collection is it's a collection that's based on a series of criteria that you specify. So you'll turn around and say, well, if all of the images in this catalog meet this one specific criteria, show them to me in this collection. So for example, let's go ahead and come over here and I say, I want to take a look at collections that are 5-star shots, right? Once I have that set, I'm going to come over and I'm going to go, well, I'm going to take a look at match the criteria that says that there's a rating that is greater than or equal to 5 stars. Once you click on create, it takes all of the pictures that are 5 stars and it puts them inside of a list. Now notice that the last picture that we have here, right, that's the 5 stars. So now if I go over to Destiny and I take a look at this one picture and I go, well, this picture is a 5-star picture. The moment that I hit the number 5 for the 5-star, when I go back to the 5-star shots collection, you'll notice that it's added automatically to the list, right? If I go back into the Destiny section and I make it a 4-star, then that criteria is not met, and notice that it disappears from the list as well. So the ability to do that, I think, is something that's very, very essential. What are other things that I would use inside of a Smart Collection? Well, I'm going to click on here, I'm going to create another Smart Collection, and I always make a Smart Collection called Rejected Images. Now, the rejected images, I'm going to have, instead of a flag or a rating, I'm going to use a pick flag that is rejected. I'm going to click on create and it shows me all of the images that I have that are rejected inside of the list. Why is that good? As you start grabbing and importing images inside of the library, you're going to notice that you're going to reject a lot. And it's always a good habit to get rid of all of the stuff that you've rejected, but sometimes we forget, right? And we'll start looking at it and we're like, no, we'll keep it later. Oh, we'll keep it later. And your hard drive fills up and you're like, I don't know how to get rid of all of this space. Well, you can always go back over here and take a look at your rejected images and go, all right, well, are there any pictures that are in here that I really, really need? Right? If this number is really high, then go back in there and delete them. So that I think is really good. Another one, I'm going to create a Smart Collection. And inside of here, what if I want one that is a file type? I'm going to go to the file type of Photoshop files. I'm going to call this Photoshop files. Notice that now, any files that I've done to a photo that are Photoshop in nature are sitting right inside of here. So I use this sometimes when I need to find something and I go, all right, well, can I find a file that I need to send to a client, right? What are the final files? Anything that I've done as a PSD file, chances are has been worked and tweaked and edited. So if I don't know where it is inside of the collection, I'll just go ahead and look for Photoshop files and go, these are probably files that are good to go. All I have to do is export those out and I'm set. Let me give you another collection. Go to a Smart Collection and now I want to add more than one criteria. What if I say red 5? Now, inside of here, what that does is I want to say I want one that has a rating that has 5 stars, but also something that has a label color of red. Now, once I click on create, notice there's no photos in the collection for that. Now, if I go to a file and I say, all right, well, this file is a 5-star file, and it's a file that I know that I want to edit. I usually use my colors for editing. Right? So I'll hit the number 6, and now this one has been flagged as a red color, and it's set for editing. Notice if I go over here to the collections, and I can go over to red 5, that's been automatically added to the collection. pictures that I've picked that I want to go and edit. I'm going to click over here. I'm going to create a smart collection. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to come over to my metadata, my camera info. Camera is going to be Nikon D3S. And now that'll show me all of the pictures that I've shot with my Nikon D3S camera. I'll give you one more from here. I'm going to click on Create Smart Collection. I'm going to call it Cropped Images. And instead of this, I'm going to come over here and I want to go into the Develop section and I'm going to select Cropped. Now, any images that have been cropped will automatically show up inside of the list. It's a great way for you to get to individual images very, very quickly, as well as how to do housekeeping. If you want to see more of these kind of tips, make sure that you go to rockynook.com and take a look at my book, The Enthusiast Guide to Lightroom. My name's RC. Thanks for watching.